Nothing short of a victory would do as Sydney FC welcomed Canberra United to Leichhardt Oval. Despite their lean run of results, Sydney FC were heartened by the form of Lucy Johnson, who had scored in back-to-back games. For Canberra United, they were chasing 3 straight wins and a spot in the top 6.
Johnson, little move inside for Dos Santos, who's crossing, and it's so close. Nearly put away by Talon Henniker. Here's the corner cross, skied it up and over the top. Wow, what a save. Shot on goal from range and save from range. Sally James get more fingertips to it. Nat Tobin works her way forward for Princess Abini. That's lovely. Abini's got to beat the keeper, and she does so! Princess Abini! And the Sky Blues are 1-0 up. Sydney again, Princess Abini in space. It's a repeat of last time, but this time, Sally James gets a paw to it. Dives on it. Beat the player, sent it to Casper's advantage, and it's off the crossbar. Gee, that was close. Still being shadowed by Bryson. Gonna beat her with the pace. Crossing ball into Rovers. Heyman's lurking behind. There's Heyman. Heyman shoots. Nat Tobin takes a run forward. Oh, nice touch on for Johnson. Johnson can shoot here. Johnson does so! And Johnson roofs it into the net. Lucy Johnson does something Sydney FC have been unable to do all season, and that is score a second goal. Stanish Flatty curls it in, and it's gone to the keeper. Has it crossed the line yet? No! The last line of defence for Sydney FC.
Lightning brought an end to the contest after 54 minutes. With the match abandoned in the second half, the result will stand as a 2-0 victory for Sydney FC. Western United had alternated between victories and defeats in recent weeks and hoped the trend would continue when they hosted Melbourne City at Ironbark. City's win over Brisbane Roar in round 11 gave them a handy buffer at the head of the table, and they looked to remain undefeated in Friday night's clash.
Vlanich saw a run from McKenna, coming from deep. McKenna teeing it up, and the chance blocked away off the line by Grove. Policina foiled. It unfolded very quickly for Melbourne City there. Otto, got to be careful here. Mirez sold into trouble. Late contact from Lagazzo, and the referee does say it's a foul. Well, apologies immediately, and apologies accepted to Harkis. An awkward bounce, eventually brought it under her command. Continues to bounce up off the turf, but Johnson's got it at feet here. Carly Johnson! Oh, it kept rising. Carly Johnson, who has an excellent scoring record against Melbourne City. Now the counter might be on here with Taylor Otto out of position. Mel Taranto bustling forward. Zimmerman attacking from the wing. Lagazzo getting forward in the middle. Zimmerman lifts in the cross. And saved by Mirez. Has the goal been paid? Did it cross the line? It's been paid. Well, not the first time this season we've seen goal line controversy at Tarneet, but Western United take the lead. Will it go down as an own goal? Milena Mirez, the initial parry, and then batted it out. Taranto. Deflected high by Otto. Lanich's headed down, straight to Carly Johnson. A neat shimmy. Johnson bending it, and it flashes off the head of Zimmerman. Would have felt the ball skim past, but couldn't get a goal-bound touch. Lagazzo hangs it high, and the header slides wide. Hegersvik was up, looking for her first Ninja A-League goal. Apostolakis. Bosch He's got Zimmerman guarding her here. Lourdes Bosch tries to step around and does against Zimmerman. All about the cross. McNamara found a gap, and Holly McNamara equalises for Melbourne City. She was fired up a moment ago, and she's channeled that energy into scoring the equaliser. A cluster of players ready to attack this corner kick. Apostolakis looking for a runner. Oh, and it reared up and hit Holly McNamara. First contact with a City player, but no real control on it there. Two very unique undefeated streaks live on at the end of this one. Western United have still never lost to Melbourne City, and Melbourne City are now unbeaten in 12 to start the Ninja A-League season. Western United 1, Melbourne City 1.
Canberra looked to put the midweek loss to Sydney FC behind them when they returned home to take on cellar dwellers Western Sydney Wanderers. The Wanderers were boosted by the return of goalkeeper Sham Karmas as they hoped to notch their first win since round 6.
Still learning, still growing into her game. Here she is on the ball now. A ball in the middle. Markovski! Almost the spectacular from Maya Markovski. The Wanderers. Matos back to Silveska. Sienna Silveska has a try from distance. And Sally James was reaching. That looked for a moment like that was going in the pantheon of great Ninja A-League goals. Mary Stanish-Floody lifts it! Just wide of the post. A great effort. Bertolicio can't get there, it's crossed in. Canberra player's gone flying, but on the follow-up, the shot from Anna Harada blasts over the crossbar. One arm in the air, she'll take it short. So Malone, the player dropping. Back to Robers. Robers delivery, the header! Off the post and in! Sophia Christopherson adding strings to her bow every time we see her in the competition. Just before the break, the home side take the lead. Intercepted in midfield by Stanish-Floody. Now Markovski's in space. Maya Markovski, does she have options in the middle? Will she go herself here? Maya Markovski across the face of goal. Dos Santos couldn't get there.
Here it is. Here's that opportunity to shoot. She was almost going to and then decides, no, I'm going to cross this to the back post, and Dos Santos it was there.
Taylor Young's delivery. Markovski couldn't get a clean connection. She's on the ball now though. Markovski back to Nathan. It was teed up beautifully by Maya Markovski. Ruby Nathan's first touch on the ball.
First, and it lands nicely for Ruby Nathan. She does have the ability to get into good positions.
So we'll restart play with a drop ball. Sally James will be able to tick down a few more seconds and pick it up, although that ball intercepted. Talia Capadinellis. James forced into the save of her own making. Apologising to her teammates there. What was she thinking here, Sally James?
A rare brain snap there for James.
Sophie Harding comes away with the ball. Harding. James saving at the front post. Another chance for Harding. Skies it.
That's what she does best. She initially won that. Got a shot away from a tight angle there, but blasts that second effort over.
And Canberra, they've held on. It's Canberra United who have picked up a vital 3 points at McKellar Park. A first half Sophia Christopherson goal. It's Canberra United 1, Western Sydney Wanderers 0.
Melbourne Victory were back at the home of the Matildas on Saturday night to take on the struggling Perth Glory. Victory got back on track with their win over the Jets after disappointing results against the Wanderers and the Roar. Glory split the points with Sydney FC in their last outing thanks to mid-season signing Caitlin Douglas.
Now Melbourne Victory in the counter. M. Gilnick, can she keep the ball moving at speed though? Grace Johnston has done well to get goal side here. Gilnick backs her speed. Johnston King right with her. And Gilnick drops it on the roof of the net in the end. Wynn and Bunge. Here's Murphy with the resulting free kick. Volleyed on by Bunge. A shallow clearance, and the ball volleyed in. Kayla Morrison was all on her own in the penalty area. And after a fairly tame header attempted to clear, it's been gifted to Morrison, who lashed it back in. Perhaps Melbourne Victory looking to end the half a little stronger here. Murphy pops the ball over the top. Rachel Lowe will run onto it here. Cuts it across to Gilnick. And blocked away by Chinema. The follow-up is saved by Dumont. Selflessly across to Gilnick there. And it was only the full-length dive from Naomi Chinema that blocked Gilnick's shot, and then Dumont was quickly out. Over to Wynn, who's gone back to the left wing, which is where she started the game. Brought down by Grace Johnston. Now Tian McKenna. Can't resist the invitation to shoot from distance, McKenna. Well, she's had her eye on goal today, the young defender. Chidiac. And fouled by McKenna, and referee Rachel Mitchinson has no choice but to reach for the yellow card. Here's Pickett. And now Gilnick, who's getting into the game more and more. Nicks the ball around Chinema, clips it in, and it just misses low. The attack's still alive, and a good save by Dumont. Well, great play by Gilnick, and Dumont couldn't quite bat it away. Flannery had the chance, and Dumont saving down at the near post. And they do spill possession. A little tactical win for the Glory. Can they make the most of it, though? Holler keeping possession. It's Gabby Holler. Great save by Newbon. Full stretch from the Victory keeper. McKenna, got to be careful here, McKenna. On a yellow card, has fouled Chidiac again. And Rachel Mitchinson is reaching for the pocket. Well, it's a disaster for the Glory. And a red card for Tian McKenna. Dapolonia, Flannery again. Chidiac calling for the ball, first time pass, and it slides just beyond the lunge of Rachel Lowe, who's been getting into some promising positions today, Lowe. Megan Wynn spins, delivers in, and Newbon, well, batted it down and then was first to grab the spill. And where Murphy was the hero in Perth, she has the final say in Melbourne. Victory do the season double over the Glory for the first time since 2020-21. Full time at the home of the Matildas. Melbourne Victory 1, Perth Glory 0.
Wellington returned home to New Zealand after a mixed week of results in Australia as they hosted Newcastle Jets. The Knicks looked to bounce back from defeat to top 6 rivals Adelaide United, while the Jets were hoping to end a winless run that extended back to round 6.
Even position on the Ninja A-League table as a good piece of skill out on the far side. He's a cross come in and an early chance, and it's in the back of the net. Goal is scored. Sheridan Gallagher and Newcastle with a big start silenced the Porirua Park crowd. Thinking well, as she so often does with Lara Wall. Here is Jale. Off the crossbar and the... Oh, some save. And eventually cleared off the line. Well, keep an eye on that. Absolute scenes at Porirua Park. And there's a chance on here for Newcastle. It's Gallagher. And she doubles the lead. Sheridan Gallagher. Subdued celebrations for Newcastle, but they extend their lead. And once again, Porirua Park falls into silence. Energetic performance as always from Annalie Longo. She's back on the ball now. Longo. Cross is a good one, and the Phoenix have found a way back. It's Mania Elliott with an instant impact for Paul Temple's side. The substitute cuts the deficit in half. A great header at the near post after good work from Longo down the left. It's a Longo who really, in Paul Temple's formation, seems to have a bit of a free roll as Emma Main down that right corridor. Squares it back. Good save. And the follow-up is tucked home. Annalie Longo. She had to be ever so clear to stay onside. And she pulls her team back in. Wellington Phoenix go 2 in the second half. Elliott. Shot, saved, and a good save. Needed to be made. Kashaniak stuck the left hand up. Well, it was up and away from danger. It's in the back of the net. The goalkeeper's gone. Grace Jarley gives it the extras, but it's Mania Elliott who scores direct from the corner. I saw the goalkeeper coming a long way early on. The flight of the ball looks as though it's deceived her.
In the last minute of the game, it does look like it's come directly off the corner. Maybe the goalkeeper might have been the only person to touch it.
And Sarah Jones calls time on this Ninja A-League clash. A game of 2 halves. This one finishes Wellington Phoenix 3, Newcastle Jets 2.
Crucial 3 points midweek against Canberra United resuscitated Sydney FC's campaign, and they hope to keep the momentum rolling at Leichhardt Oval against Central Coast Mariners. The Mariners jumped back into the top 6 last round and were eyeing a repeat of their round 1 performance against Sydney FC, where they prevailed 3-1.
Ball forward. Oh, a chance now for Evans. She's one-on-one, takes it inside, left boot strike. Oh, it's saved, a chance to follow up. Rasmussen couldn't get it over the top. 3rd strike, and finally, Brianna Edwards dives on it. She lifts her left hand to stay calm, but I don't think there was much to be calm about there. Sends it back to her teenage teammate, Dos Santos. Tumeth coming through at pace. Tumeth off the crossbar. That would have been something special. Galich against Tobin. Sends it forward for none. Got to finish. Cannot. Brie Edwards did really well closing down the space, coming out to meet the opportunity. Again, the crowd are on their feet as Luckmeyer's going to put in a foot race to get there first. Luckmeyer! Langman gets to it. Brooke Nunn and Tori Tumeth. Oh my goodness me. What exactly occurred there? Enough for a yellow card for sure. At this moment, it looks like the points are going to be shared unless something can happen in the next minute or thereabouts. Both teams desperate to make something happen for their side. Luchtmeyer out in space. She wants it from Lemon. She's got it. Luchtmeyer on the left boot. Can she shoot it? She does. And it's saved by Sarah Langman. Well, that feels like a fitting end to this arm wrestle here at Leichhardt Oval. Disappointment for both sides as both really needed 3 points, but they will take a point each out of this round 12 clash. Sydney FC 0, Central Coast Mariners 0.
Perry Park was the scene for an intriguing top 6 battle between Brisbane Roar and Adelaide United. The Roar were frustrated in defeat to ladder leaders Melbourne City, but had a chance to bounce back against an in-form Adelaide United who had already notched more competition points than last season.
Leon Good ball through to Healy. Healy runs into Varley, but it's come out to Zorba. A fantastic sliding challenge from Holly McQueen prevents the goalkeeper from having to make a save. Lainey Fryer. First time ball in, looking for Sian Fryer, who can't quite control the header, but it was looping. And on the follow-up, Popadinova required a great save. It'll come out again to Yallop, who'll have a try from distance, a curling effort, not able to make its way in. That is the closest that either side have come in this game. Sasaki. Sasaki thought about shooting herself, will play in Condon. Emily Condon, central, Dorba! Adelaide United take the lead. Chelsea Dorba with a wonderful goal. It's the visitors who lead early. Her first touch good, her second better to level things up. Ball delivered from Blissett. It'll be headed away, but only into the path of Woods! Tish Woods equalises! Adelaide United's lead lasts only minutes, and Woods has her first goal in the competition. Healy. Aaron Healy up against McQueen. Still Aaron Healy gives Adelaide the lead. A wonderful run from the American. Beat McQueen, all ends up. And just after the break, it's the visitors who regain their advantage. Back to Sian Fryer. Can she deliver a ball? Popadinova clashes with Jenkins. Stays down, Popadinova. And play will have to be stopped because what can they produce here? Condon. Healy won the header, and now McNamara and flicked on. Adelaide double their advantage. A flicked header finding its way into the back of the net. Tish Woods. Mariel Ecker now, an opportunity to deliver. Ecker's ball, Yallop arriving. Tamika Yallop, the Raw captain, gives her side a lifeline. 2 minutes remaining on the clock. Can the Raw pull off a miracle? And Adelaide United hold on. The Reds pick up a crucial victory that moves them into third place. Adelaide United, well, they deserved